Hey, sweeties. We just got back from a family trip to Japan. We went to Tokyo, Osaka, and Kobe. We had the Kobe beef in Kobe. So good. I'm going to show you all about it. But first, please subscribe to Sweet Savant. Hit that thumbs up, that notification bell. Now let's get into this trip to Japan. We flew into Haneda Airport. We took the train to our hotel, the AC Hotel Ginza. They had this delicious little station of pâte de fruits set up, and that's just fancy French little gummies. And then you could shake some bitters on them as well. Really nice. This is the room service bot. His name is Milo, and he gets off the elevator and delivers your snack or your food or whatever. The bar is right here, lovely little bar. There's a seating area off to the left. And then we get up to our room. This is a standard room with a king-size bed. It's pretty spacious. I expected a Tokyo hotel to be rather small, but this was nicely sized. The bathroom area with the toilet separated from the shower. And again, small, but not too small. And, they had everything that we needed, but I always bring my own products because my skin is pretty sensitive. And then there's a partition here so you can have a little privacy, but there's a big mirror to the right, so you really don't get that much privacy. And then they have a little setup for your coffee and tea, some water available so you can stay hydrated, a TV there. We headed out to dinner after check-in. We were a little early for our reservation, so we just walked around the area and we came across this beautiful pastry shop called Chaterace. I think that's how you pronounce it. And it is an unmanned self-checkout, 24-hour a day, 7-day a week pastry shop. So here's the question of the day, sweeties. Would you try one of these go-kart tours while you're on vacation? Let me know in the comments. And now it's time to head to dinner, and we're going to Gonpachi. We wanted to visit a variety of restaurants, different price points, different styles, some more authentic and some more touristy. Gonpachi is definitely on the more touristy side, but we had a great time. We got the celebrity wall up there, so they are leaning into the touristiness of it. The price was really good as well. Our total for dinner with drinks and dessert was about 80 US dollars for 3 adults. Now, this restaurant might start looking familiar to movie buffs because this restaurant was the inspiration for the fight scene restaurant in the movie Kill Bill. While it was not actually filmed here, it was filmed on a soundstage in China. This location of the restaurant, Gonpachi, was the inspiration for the look of the fight scene between the bride and the crazy 88s. So Gonpachi may be a very touristy restaurant, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought the food was delicious. Though the karaage, chicken karaage was so tasty. It's one of my favorite dishes to make at home. Also, I have a recipe for that and I'll link to it in the description box, but I digress. Much of the wait staff speaks English, which is helpful if you're nervous about, going to a restaurant in Japan. And then after dinner, we headed out to see the famous Shibuya Scramble crossing, the busiest intersection in the entire world. And it is indeed a scramble because you can cross any which way as long as that light is in your favor. And my goodness, it is a sight to see. I was a little nervous because we were starting to run out of time as we were getting across this street, but we made it in time and we headed out to Uniqlo to do a little shopping. There's just so many different stores down in this area. You can spend the whole evening, more restaurants and shops down here, and it's a good time. It is exciting and definitely a good time. And we checked out Mega Don Quijote while we were in this area, which is, I guess you would maybe equate it to a dollar store, but it's not really because they have all types. There was everything in here. Multiple floors, shoes, candies. There were handbags, designer handbags, Louis Vuitton, and all these different brands upstairs. Appliances for cleaning and cooking. This is my area right here where I could spend a lot of money if only my suitcase was a little bit bigger. And then we wrapped it up after this and headed back to our hotel. We had breakfast at our hotel, the AC Ginza Tokyo, and it was a fantastic combination of Asian and Western style dishes. Some breakfast dishes, some more brunchy dishes, had salads, fresh fruit, fish cakes, seared salmon, dim sum. But I think the highlight of the breakfast buffet were these croffles, the croissant waffles, so flaky and delicious. This breakfast buffet was included with the package that we selected in our room rate, but it doesn't automatically come with your room that you booked. So you may have to pay for it separately, but it was quite tasty and well worth it. We've got a day full of activities ahead. First up is this street cart tour. My husband and son did this. They got their international driving permits a couple of weeks before we left Atlanta. And you get a little onesie costume, super, super cute, instructional video, and then you head out on the town.
Safe tour.
And while they were on their tour, I took a stroll around the neighborhood. There wasn't a lot there, just a lot of afternoon delight hotels. And then we headed out to the Tokyo Imperial Palace in the East Garden, which was absolutely beautiful, just stunning. You can see the castle there. And then when you get into the gardens, it's full of azaleas and hydrangeas and irises, just beautiful. Let's take a look at some of the souvenirs we picked up while we were at the Tokyo Imperial Palace and the East Gardens. One thing I regret not bringing is some type of notebook to collect stamps. When you go to different sites, you can stamp. Each place has a custom stamp. It's called an Eki stamp and a little image. And unfortunately, I did not get to collect stamps from everywhere we went. So that's something I would definitely bring the next time we go. A fan is one of the items that I absolutely had on my list of souvenirs to get, and I thought this was the perfect place to pick it up. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I mean, what else can you say? It's a fan. And then the last set of things I got is incense and an incense holder. Do you make a list of souvenirs to buy? And these are all for me. Let's be clear. These are all things for me. But do you make a list of things to buy, souvenirs to get when you're traveling? I totally had a list: the fan, the incense holder. So I didn't do too much impulse buying. This is the a pink plum flower pattern and fragrance, and I think it's absolutely beautiful. I have not burned them yet, so I don't know what they smell like, but I just think it's super, super pretty, and I love this color. Now it's time for fun and games. We visited this multi-level arcade and it's full of claw machine games. I didn't win anything. My son won a bunch of stuff, but I won zero things. But this whole area is full of shops with anime collectibles. So if you have an anime fan in your family, this is the spot for you. But the spot for me, Kappabashi Kitchen District. They have everything for the cooking enthusiast. If you want dishes, plates, sake cups, teacups, bowls, mugs, this this is my one regret is that I did not buy one of these food sample plates. I really thought about getting one of the carts. And this is what the restaurant owners will use these samples to show people what they're going to get when they order. So these are plastic, or I guess they're plastic, models of food. And I regret not getting one of these tarts, that strawberry and blueberry tart or the strawberry and I think peach tart. They're so cute. It would look adorable on the kitchen counter, but I did not get it. So I regret. That is my one of my regrets of not buying one of those parts. But this whole street is lined with restaurant supply stores. If you're looking for a knife, there are several knife shops down this street, and I purchased a knife from this knife shop. This is Tokuzo Knives. And they also have a location in Osaka, which we visited when we were there as well. Gorgeous knives. Some are made with stainless steel. The ones with these blue dots are stainless steel blades, and then there are others that don't have the blue dot that are made of carbon steel. And the carbon steel just takes a lot more maintenance because they can rust easily. The stainless steel, lower maintenance. This is the knife I brought, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's got a lovely hammered finish and a Damascus, that wavy sort of pattern there. It's called a Damascus finish, and that hammering there near the top of the blade helps keep food from sticking. So, like when you're cutting the cheese, that it won't stick as easily to this knife. So, I think it's absolutely beautiful. My son also purchased a knife. I'm not sure the name of the shop that he got this from, but look at that thing. So shiny and reflective. This knife is a little bit heavier than the knife I purchased, but absolutely gorgeous. A similar style, but a bit of a different, slightly different shape and a bit heavier, but absolutely beautiful. So that's the place to go if you're looking for knives. The Kappabachi Kitchen District. And then it's time to head out to dinner down these stairs to Kushiyaki Bistro. And I guess this would also be considered an izakaya. Lots of things on skewers, pork, beef, chicken, and vegetables. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. The pork belly, chef's kiss. So delicious. And the chicken wings, those were two of my favorite items. And the table across from us ordered this fish with a blowtorch. And then they have the guests squeeze a lemon on it, and everybody yells out, "Nice lemon." Now it's time to head out to Osaka. We're going to take the Shinkansen, the bullet train, but we're early, so we're going to put our luggage in these lockers and get some udon. This is Tokyo Station, and it's full of restaurants, full of shops. So we decided to get some udon. We order it from this kiosk and then head inside to eat, and it was delicious. Udon noodles. This is a cold udon noodle, and this is a hot, more soupy udon noodle with this seafood, almost crispy cake. It was fantastic. And then if you're buying souvenirs or something you want to eat on the train, you can also pick that up here. So many choices. It's customary to bring gifts of foods and sweets to your friends, relatives, co-workers. So you'll see these beautifully packaged tins of cookies and cakes. And these are my favorite, not the chocolate ones, the red ones, the red band is chocolate. These right here are my absolute favorite. I think they're called Yoko Moko. It's just like a rolled butter cookie, like a teal. Oh, they're so tasty. I bought a pack to bring with us while we're in Osaka, a little snack. But they also have these gorgeous lemon treats. Did not get any of these, but I mean, they look fantastic. We were here at about 9 a.m., so it was very busy. I don't know what was going on in this store, but it was packed. This little beaver had them going crazy for the snacks. My goodness, look at jam packed in there. Wow. And then across was this shop, Tokyo Banana. These, I didn't try anything, but they sell some prepackaged goods. They look kind of like Twinkies, but my husband had some. He said they were softer, more, delicate, but I did not try it. Now it's time. We got our luggage. Time to get on the train. So we're waiting here on the platform for our train to head to Osaka. You can buy train bento to bring with you and snack on the train, but we had just eaten, so we weren't hungry. And now we're going to zip right past Mount Fuji. Look how beautiful. Past some rice fields, and in about 2.5 hours, we're in Osaka.